Moving right along here, serial entrepreneur Kevin Harrington says he was influenced by legendary salesman Zig Ziglar beginning at the age of 17. Wow, so much that Harrington is rolling out a web series, Secrets of Sales Success, that brings Ziglar back to life through a hologram to teach his viewers lessons from this iconic figure. Kevin, great to have you here today. Before we get to your new series, we want to get your take on cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is in the spotlight right now. We're taking a look at the chart, the 1 month chart. The cryptocurrency could have its worst monthly decline in January. What's your outlook for this currency?
Well, that's a great question. I've been following Bitcoin since it was about $300. So it certainly had a pretty good run, but I think there's a correction happening right now. It takes a fair amount of time to process the transactions. There are more places now starting to take Bitcoin. Mark Cuban's now going to take Bitcoin for Mavericks tickets, I understand. So, so I think that as more adoption is made, I think you'll see a better chance for things to go back into an accelerated standpoint. But right now, I think there's a little bit of correction, a little bit of kind of a quiet period on it right now.
Yeah, and Kevin, you're also working to establish this ProCurrency out there, especially for retailers and online retailers. Explain to our viewers what the ProCurrency is, and how do you think that's going to transform the e-commerce space as a result?
So what we want to be able to do is show people where they can actually spend the currency. So Pro, for example, it has its own mall that's launching right now, and one of the other companies we're involved with is called Ubid. They've got over 1 million different products that they've had over the years. So we're in the process of making a lot of products available to people with ProCurrency, and that's one of the things I think. If you look at like what Overstock has done, they've said, hey, we want to take Bitcoin. So Pro will, we said, if there's not places that will take it, let's have our own mall that will actually have a place where people can spend the currency. So there's very many, about 200,000 people that are involved now in ProCurrency in terms of users, and those users are now being able to put their products on there as well as all the products that we've assembled. So this will bring them all to the table where you can actually spend the currency and have a place to use the currency and spend it on a daily basis.
Kevin, I've got to know, how does it kind of impact your model and your kind of strategy with this currency, knowing that the big companies that have these major rewards programs like a Starbucks are looking to investigate more into the potential of blockchain and then their own rewards program powered by their own type of coin, a Starbuck, if you will. And then additionally on the social side, you've got Facebook saying that they're going to look more into the advancements of blockchain, see how they could implement that and reward users for their engagement on the platform as well. What do headlines like this do for your business? Are they a deterrent or is that something that just boosts the conversation forward? How does that impact you guys?
Well, I think it actually boosts the conversation because, there's another company that I'm involved with that actually setting up a wallet called Single Point, and they have a wallet that will be able to have every currency, cryptocurrency that you could store in the wallet. So this will be sort of like GoDaddy did for domain names. They're doing in the world of crypto to give you a wallet for no matter what your currency is. So so they'll be looking forward to seeing any of these that get any kind of usage and excitement. So I mean, I think in general, as more cryptos become usable in more places, the whole, there's not all of them are going to survive, but good ones will survive.
All right, we've got to know the name of the wallet because we got to keep our eye out for it, especially given all the conversations that are being taken around crypto wallets right now. What's the name of the project and the company?
It's called Single Point. It's a public company, SING.
Okay, let's talk about your love, affection for Zig Ziglar. He's of course inspired a lot of people in this industry and a lot of people in sales. Let's pull up some of the wise words that he has said, which is a lot. It's really hard to kind of boil them down to essentially one full script, but let's show this. What were some of the messages from him that actually have resonated with you over the course of time?
So, it's funny. I started following Zig when I was a high school senior. So that's what you said, when I was 17 years old. And but his message as a sales trainer, motivator, as my mentor, was you can get everything in life you want if you just help enough other people get what they want. And I think that was his way of selling, was actually problem solving, and not the one call close kind of sale. It was being able to look at a customer from, as a salesperson, looking at the sale from the buyer side also, and what would the buyer want. And I just feel that it was creating a long-term relationship with the customer, as opposed to a short-term, just make that commission. And that's why he as a salesperson, he liked to look at, how do I solve the problem of the person that I'm trying to sell.
All right, we're going to have to leave things there for today, but thank you so much for joining us here today on Shutter. That's Kevin Harrington, the original Shark, the OG Shark, if you will. Yeah, thinking the same thing.
Thank you, guys.
Original Shark on ABC
Appreciate it.
Shark Tank. Thanks so much, Kevin.
Good to see you, Kevin.